Well, good morning, children. How are you all? Today we are going to again continue with our chapter Paint.net, and let us even see some more features and tools of this particular application. So let us get started. See, until our last class, we have seen about cropping, cloning, right? Plus different selection modes and some features of each selection tools, correct? So today we are going to see some more feature, and today we are going to start with something called layers. Children, we need to know about these layers very importantly because this particular option of layers not just work with paint.net but with each and every applications, different programs which is available in the softwares of photo edition. Okay, so whenever we are doing some photo editing, you know, right, in your mobile also there are n number of applications, many application, many apps to do photo editing, right? Someone will follow one application, some other child follow some other application as per our comfort, but every applications will have similar tools, few similar tools, correct? So that way in these softwares, photo editing softwares of the laptops or computers, we have something called layers, which is very important, and it is very most important for one child to for a child to know this perfectly. Now, what are layers? You are very well aware, right? Layers means multiple similar things, right? They are layers of transparent pages in paint.net. See, whenever we are doing some photo editing, okay, what will I do is I will take a photo, take a copy of it and do some changes. What will happen if I take a photo and start directly doing to the original one? If there is any mistake, is there a chance of rectifying it? No, right? So what these particular applications they do is they help us to keep the original copy safe and make a duplicate copy for us and allow us to edit on the duplicate copy. If we are satisfied for the edition which we have done it on that, then we can actually merge. Now, when I say merge, I mean to say combine. Okay, combining two together. So I can just make it two pictures together, combine it and make it one picture. So in this way, what is happening? My original picture is safe and whatever editing I'm doing is on the duplicate copy of it. So now what happens when the application is allowing us to make transparent page? So what do I mean is, I'll just stop sharing. Yes, I have a piece of paper. Imagine this is a image. I want to do some changes on that. So what will I do? This is the original copy. I don't want to make any damage to this one because if something goes wrong in my editing, my original picture is also lost. So what will I do? This is my original layer. By default, Paint.net will have a one background layer for sure. What am I going to do? I'm going to make, what is this? This is a thin transparent sheet, right? You can see me through it. So what will I do? I'll make a transparent sheet over the background one. So how many layers I have now? I have two layers. One is this transparent sheet and another one is my background one. So whatever changes I want to do, this particular, I'll just say, wait. Okay, what did I made here? I made a smiley face, right? So if I want to put a hair to it, how will I do it? So what will I do? The style of hairing, I will put it on the I'll put it on the transparent sheet. Now you can see in my image very clear. Now you are able to see this particular images with the hair. But the original image is not having hair. What did I do? Any changes I want to make it, I made it on the transparent sheet. Correct? See now. Hair is on the transparent sheet. I made it. I did not like the hairstyle. What will I do? I'll make one more layer. I'll make one more layer. Okay. And see. Now I have made a different hairstyle. Did I made it on the original one? Original layer? No. I made it on a transparent sheet and I'm checking whether it looks good whatsoever. And now, if I'm satisfied with the image, what will I do? I'll merge, I'll skip this transparent sheet over the other one. So what will I do? I'll merge both the sheets and make it one image. So what does this layers help us? Now you got to know, right? These layers help us to preserve our original photo and do some editing on the transparent sheets as per our choice. This is one benefit. Okay, layers are the transparent pages which allows to work with different images at a time. By default, there is one layer for the canvas area. I did not share this name. Yes. Under the layer options, we have certain more tools for the layers. First one is adding a new layer. It creates a new transparent pages. Move layer, it is useful to reorder the layers. You can use blue color upward or downward arrow mark to reorder the layers. Now I'll just show you here in our paint.net. Can you see here? This is our layer box. If I want to keep adding, I'm adding. See, I'm adding layer boxes. How many layers? We have got 5 layers now. Background is original one. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more additional layers. So if I want to move, see, I am right now, I'm on 5th layer. Now this particular page of mine is 5th layer. I want to go to 3rd layer. How can I do it? With the blue arrow mark. Move layer. See, I'm moving the 4th layer below the background. Now, how does this logic apply? I'll just show you again. Imagine now again I have 2 layers. Okay, one is yellow color layer, one is red color layer. So what happens over here is, imagine right now I'm having red as my first background, and then on that I'm putting a yellow layer, and again I'm putting a transparent layer on that. So this is what it is. Now with the help of arrow marks I can rearrange. So what is the last one? Red, then yellow, then blue. Now what will I do? I'll rearrange it. I'll put this transparent here, and over that I am putting a yellow one. So this way I can do the rearrangements of the layer as per the one which I want to work on and how it has to be put it across. Now, for example, okay, the same example, I'm going to take it. I have one face here. I'm going to make one more face here. Okay, I have made one face here. I want to make one more face here. I want to merge these two together and I want to make some changes to it. What will I do here? I'll take these 2 layers and I'll put across beside each other, and then I'll merge it with the help of it, and then I'll make it, I'll give hairstyles or whatsoever addition, and both together I'll make it together. It will one single photo. So this is called as merging. Hide layers, it is used to hide any layer, and the hidden layer will be removed with the help of a tick mark. Delete layer by clicking the red cross at the bottom of the layer window. You can delete the layers also. Paint bucket tool. See, this paint bucket tool is as similar as how we have in MS Paints or something that way. The paint bucket will color the block of area using the current primary color from the color windows. Tolerance setting determines how exact the color fill is. A low tolerance will be selected for the, will select the colors that are very similar color range. A high tolerance will also color that are in a wider color range. So this is, we'll keep this layers aside. I'm going to draw. Okay, I am drawing a circle with a paint box. I'm just selecting paint bucket. I've selected a color. I'm taking some pink color and I'll come and fill inside this one. I am filling inside this one. Now here is tolerance. Yes, or high tolerance. I can change the tolerance as per the percentage which I want to put in the sense making little lighter shade or little darker shade. As we did now, draw the required shape using a rectangular, using a rectangle and circle tool. Select the required color from the color window. This is what we did. I did a shape desired to myself and I've selected the color from the color window. I've clicked on the paint bucket and chose the tolerance option and clicked on the area, and the area gets filled with the color which I have selected. Let's try to make some new shape. I'll just take a new one. Okay. So I'm making with the help of shapes. So I am going to make a rectangular shape. Yes, I made this one, and now I'm going to select a circle, and now I'm going to make a circle. I'm taking a circle and I'm going to make a circle over here, copy paste. Anyways, again, one more circle I wanted. So I'll make one more circle over here. I'm just trying to make some cart. Okay. Now I'm going to take this bucket fill color, and of my own choice color, I'll just take a gray and put it over here. My wheels will be something of, my wheels here, I'll make some darker shade. Yes, this looks good. And then down also, yes, this is what is my shape. So here I'm able to do the photo edition also. I'm able to do some paintings also. Yes. Apply gradient. So what is gradient? Gradient in the sense mixture of few colors. See, whenever we are doing some paintings, we paint it in different shades all together, right? Whenever we want to paint a cloud, clouds are mixture of white and blue color. Yes, when we want to paint a grass, grasses are a mixture of yellow and green, correct? So to give those shades, we can give such shades in our paintings also. So for that, we call it as gradients. Select the gradient tool from the toolbar. Choose the primary and secondary color. So any two colors you can select primary and secondary color from the color window for the use of gradient. Select the gradient style from gradient. What kind of gradient you want? Diagonal or straight lines or in a circular mat. View control. Drag the mouse on the canvas to apply the gradient. See this way. Can you just see here purple and green shade? So we'll do it here. I'll take again a new one. So beside this bucket fill, I have this gradient tool over here. I'm just clicking on gradient, and here primary color, I'm going to give it as red.